I'm Julian Anderson. I was born on July 9th, 1915, born on a farm near Stanhope, Iowa.
My name is Ella Christensen Anderson. I was born in Shenandoah, Iowa at my grandfather and grandmother's house. Again, not in the hospital.
Living on a farm, there was not a lot of excitement except riding the pony or playing ball with my brothers. Other than that, we went to town on a Saturday evening when Mother had to get groceries, and she'd take an egg case full of eggs along to trade for groceries.
No, the one thing I remember I was doing was on Saturday night was selling tickets at the movie theater. I had a job. Didn't do much dating at 16.
What was the name of the theater, do you remember?
Oh, it was just Rembrandt Theater.
How much were the tickets?
I kind of think they were 35 cents an adult, and I don't know, 10 or 15 cents for a child.
I lived in an apartment house with two other fellows I worked with, and each, I'll go into a little detail, but each of the evening meals we had a rotation program where I would cook one week, the next one would cook the dinner the next week, and so on. On the week that I was due to do some cooking, I found that I had forgotten to buy, because we had to do the buying of it, I forgot to buy sugar. And I said, "We haven't got any sugar," and the fellow says, "You have to get it." I called a woman, young woman in this apartment building who I had met at church, and asked if I could borrow a cup of sugar. She says, "Yes, you pay me back tomorrow," or something. I went down to her apartment with other women there as well, but she had a young girl there that she said, "You probably haven't met her. Her name is Ella." And that was when I first met.
I thought of him when I first met him, and he came for the cup of sugar. This friend of mine, she and I were stenographers on this one floor in the telephone company. And she kept saying all the time, "I have somebody I want you to meet. I think you'd get along good." Well, when she introduced me, I said, "I think he's stuck up."
You said that?
No.
Did you ever
She
tell him
didn't
that?
say that to me. But it was unusual because of the need for a cup of sugar. I went to somebody I knew from church and living in the apartment house, and meeting the woman of my life. Before we had been dating very long, we were pretty serious. And I think perhaps there would be one other element in the period of time when there was the concern and the frightened impact on people of a war developing.
He didn't get down on one knee and propose. He just said, "When are we going to set the date?"
September 16th, 1939.
And
We were married in the same Lutheran church in Des Moines, where I was a member and she also joined, and where we were active before.
September 16th, 1939.
and
And we married in St. John's Lutheran, Des Moines.
we moved to Sioux City, Iowa, John and Karen and Judith and we went for a ride around the town Christmas Eve. And John was just old enough to really participate in Christmas, the youngest in the family. And we drove by our church and around that area. And John saw Santa Claus in a car
Coming out.
coming out of a home, making deliveries. And he felt right now that we should go home so we could meet Santa Claus. And the girls, Karen and Judith, were just excited as could be, but John was in the sky almost. And we went home, and it was the first Christmas of our family, recognizing the impact of Christmas and Santa Claus on our whole family.
Probably my most memorable Christmases were in Sweden because they were very different. But arts and the big deal is Santa Lucia, and our girls were going to a girls' school then, and they were supposed to. The big deal was they were supposed to serve the teachers breakfast in bed because you're supposed to get breakfast in bed on that day. So they put on their white gowns and funny little hats. Oh no, the oldest girl had a crown of candles. And they go and take coffee and I don't know what I can't remember what they call the buns they used to take, and take them breakfast. And that was so different for us. And then they do this for the family too. We always had breakfast in bed. And it was just a constant round of parties the whole time till they got to the point where it's time to throw the Christmas tree out on the balcony, off the balcony. Well, the only one thing I could think of was one time I wanted a fountain pen so badly. That was when fountain pens began to come in.
As a young girl.
I was 12 years old or something. I wanted this so badly. And I got it, and I thought that was the best thing in the world.
Do you still have it?
Oh, heavens no.
Well, you never know.
I think it,
You may have it
I
somewhere.
kind of think it dripped a lot too.
The wonderful Christmas Eve meals that my mother made of the lutefisk and the lefse and all of the other trimmings.
Dessert.
No, I really don't. I just like sweets.
I grew up helping my mother make ice cream. And we had a call it stirring, ice cream stirring.
Hand cranker or something.
Making ice cream. And to this day, I still love ice cream and can probably eat it almost every day.